Sticks and stones may break bones, and this is the Stone of Madness. The Stone of Madness is a real-time tactical game, and this is not for the faint of heart or the easily frustrated. I'm going to be upfront, this review does not include a score, and that's simply just because I could not progress through the game far enough to experience the whole thing. I did, however, have fun.
I write these lines from a lost monastery in the Pyrenees.
The first thing that caught my eye is the visual style. It's dark, it's kind of comic book, it's kind of full of character, it looks a little bit like Tim Burton drawing a game. This game is set in an isolated monastery in the 18th century, so we're way back. You have a team of mentally unstable prisoners and they plan their escape. Each character, however, suffers from a unique affliction. This could be paranoia or hallucinations. This could be a compulsive theft, compulsive stealing, lying, that sort of thing, but this usually makes them as much of a liability as it does make them an asset. I find the environments all really rich and interesting to explore, and everything looks really beautiful to my eye, but stealth is the main name of the game here. You're going to spend most of your time sneaking past guards, finding keys, hiding in the shadows, and really timing your movements carefully. But it's not just the guards that you're going to have to worry about. Each of the characters you meet along the way are unique, and sometimes this is an endearing quality, like the mute Eduardo, or the scrappy Leonara that can play violin at night to improve the mental health of everyone. Your character's mental illnesses can spiral out of control, adding random elements to an already challenging experience. This unpredictability adds depth but can also lead to frustration. A perfectly planned escape can unravel because one character panics or loses focus. This leaves you scrambling to recover. It's a love it or hate it mechanic that really depends on how much chaos you're willing to embrace. Planning is key. The game gives you the tools to scout guard patterns, set up distractions, and coordinate your character's actions in real time. But that's where I really hit a wall with the difficulty. Progressing requires almost perfect execution, and even then the odds feel really stacked against you. I had this become the case when I just really could not progress past a very specific instance. I needed multiple pieces of wood to break and knock out all the guards to make it through, and then I had to use a second character to kind of progress through that clear hallway now and pick up a piece of wood and maneuver it so we could progress on to the next level. However, my issue was I just could not find enough of these wooden planks. Each of the time you get knocked out or you have to reset and go back to your jail cell, your characters each get worse for wear and the skills become harder to actually execute. Or I've used all my wooden planks now and I'm simply out of all of them. So I really was frustrated by that. You get past a point of no return and it's almost impossible to turn back. The Stone of Madness is an intriguing game with a lot of really cool and unique ideas. If you're up for a brutal stealth challenge with a psychological edge, this might be the game for you. But if you're someone who values fairness and progression, and really doesn't like getting stymied by random acts of cruelty, you might want to think twice. Either way, this game leaves an impression, one way or another.